I'm sick and tired of hearing Jews complaining about what the Christian world didn't do for Jews during the Holocaust. I'm sick and tired of hearing Jews condemning the Vatican and the British and Roosevelt. I never condemn the Christian world for not doing for Jews, because I don't expect anything more from them. That's not the real lesson of the Holocaust. The real villain of the Holocaust wasn't the Christian world, it was the Jewish establishment that knew that a Holocaust was taking place as early as 1942 and did nothing. I know temple rabbis who in the 1960s were arrested for breaking the law in Selma, Alabama, and Jackson, Mississippi. For who? For blacks. That's nice. What was the issue there? Civil rights. But when the issue in 1942 and 43 wasn't civil rights, but Jewish lives, and 12,000 Jews died every single day, was there one temple rabbi that ever got arrested? When the Jews of Hitler's Europe pleaded with them and begged them, shake the world for a very practical answer. And every day 12,000 Jews arrived and 12,000 Jews left through the chimneys. And the Jews begged American Jewry, shake the world and demand that Roosevelt bomb the railroad lines, the bridges over which those lines run, and every day saved, you saved 12,000 lives. Did they shake the world? They didn't do anything. The same Jews who in 1963 went to Washington for Martin Luther King's dream, they didn't go to Washington in 1942, in 1943. If all the Jewish leaders, the American Jewish Congress, the American Jewish Committee, the B'nai Hillel, would have led 100,000 Jews to Washington in 1943, and there at the White House, sat on Pennsylvania Avenue, they would have been arrested, which, believe me, is no sweat. In and out, that's no problem. But more important, the next day, every single newspaper in the free world would have had headlines saying Jewish leaders arrested, demand bombing of death camps, and they would have been bombed and Jews would have been saved. You know why they didn't do it? For the same reason that the Jewish leaders in this city now are terrified of Meir Kahane. What will the Gentiles say? And will this cause anti-Semitism? That's what bothers them. And the sacrificial lambs were 6 million Jews because they were afraid of anti-Semitism. I'm proud of every single violent action I did for my people, and I'm ashamed of Jews who sit here and do nothing and condemn Jews who did something. His violent behavior and hateful ideas contravene the basic values of Judaism. I want to tell you something, that the Jewish leaders of the Twin Cities would not know a Jewish value if they tripped over one.